The ever-growing field contesting the Holden Australian Drivers' Championship received another boost for round 2 with the inclusion of 5 new challengers. Among the new additions, 22-year-old Japanese Formula 4 champion Akihiro Asai, down under to contest at least 2 Australian events. But despite its distinct international feel, it was the local boys making all the right moves at Phillip Island. Victoria's Mark Noske grabbed both pole positions for the Sunday event. The Victorian's Primus International NRC Reynard unheaded during both qualifying sessions.
It's good to continue on with Sandown. We had a pole position in the second race there. The track was a little greasy yesterday, so it was good to get the pole. The times weren't quite as quick as what we first thought, but we've got the pole and that's all we wanted.
Noske's form continued into race 1, despite losing the early lead to 17-year-old Todd Kelly, who set a new lap record of 1 minute 25.48 seconds on lap 6. Kiwi debutant Simon Wills speared off the circuit in spectacular style, while Equal Series leader Scott Dixon shuffled into 4th position after a loose moment on the first turn. But the battle was at the front, Noske chipping away to be within 0.7 of a second of Kelly, but the fight ended abruptly after Kelly spun at the southern loop, ending his race. Noske cruised to a win, with Scott Dixon in 2nd and South Australia's Brenton Ramsey in 3rd.
Todd got a fantastic start, and it was just a matter of sticking with Todd and keeping the pressure up and hoping he'd make a mistake, and fortunately Todd did that, and then we had a big enough gap we could cruise to the finish.
I guess that's the only way that you learn how to become, you know, a really good driver to go through all this. So we're still 2nd in the championship, and it's not out of the question for us to win it at the end of the year.
Race 2 resulted in the closest battle seen in Formula Holden for more than 10 years. Todd Kelly spent the entire race defending the advances of race 1 winner Mark Noske, while Scott Dixon continued to make his presence felt. American John DeVries ran off at the 2nd turn, but was able to rejoin the field. Dicing between Noske and Dixon dominated the early part of the race, the pair swapping positions a number of times before, in a bold move by Noske, he passed the New Zealander. Then, despite throwing all he had at Kelly, Noske was unable to make it past Kelly's Reynard, Kelly holding on to victory by half a second.
Didn't get as good a start as I thought I'd get, but we still managed to go into the first corner in the lead and led the race from then on, but Mark was pretty close throughout the race, and I had to drive quite defensively in a few areas to hold him off.
Well, I thought I was going to have him, but I mean, Todd drove a really good defensive race. I had to go a couple of times down the outside into Honda and once on the inside into Siberia, but couldn't make it stick, but we ended up with the win for the day, so that's what we